Keyboard? Yes. Gamer? Heck yeah. Budget? We'll have to talk about that later. This is the ASUS ROG Strix Go 296 wireless, and thanks to ASUS for sponsoring this video. Because of them, I now have this keyboard and I get to take a look at it with you, which I'm pretty excited for. I mean, look at this thing. This is a 96% keyboard, and what that means is you take a full-size keyboard and go and you make it smaller. So now it's the same width as a TKL with most of the function of a full-size keyboard. We got ASUS Aura Sync, which is their software. If you are in their little ecosphere, then you've probably used it before to like change RGB of your PC case or a mouse. You get Speed Nova, which is their wireless technology, 2.4 gigahertz connection, and Bluetooth. It's also lubed, which is a really nice bonus. This keyboard has ABS laser engraved keycaps. However, I think for people in North America, you also have access to their PBT keycaps. So if I were to go out and buy it, I would get the PBT version. Both versions are shine through. And then they have their custom switch, the ROG NX Snow switch, which is a really nice name. This is a linear switch. I don't think it comes in tactile or clicky version, so you get linear only, which is perfect for gaming anyways. But I really like the Snow name. I've thought about making switches in the past where I'm like, okay, earthquake, monsoon, lava, volcano, and snow sort of goes straight into that. So they are hot swappable. You could take them out, replace it with something that you are used to using, or you can try these switches out. They might be really good. So tri-mode connection, boom. ROG Omni receiver, that's cool. So using one wireless dongle, you can connect your mouse to it and your keyboard to it, just like an all-in-one system with one dongle, which is really convenient. 1,300 hours battery life without lighting, which is insane if you think about it. I think we're ready to open up. You get ASUS ROG stickers. They're sort of cool. They're shiny and the light's just a nice bonus. Keyboard comes in sort of like a velvety cloth. A wrist rest. I sure hope that it's magnetic so that it can just snap onto the keyboard without me having to like align it and then like have it shift as I'm using it. It's mostly plastic. There is a piece of faux leather on top. We also have their special space bar. There's just the logo here and ROG on the right. The USB adapter, and there's sort of this metal clip thing that you can attach to things. I'm not sure why you would, but it is there. Now for the star of the show, looks like we've got USB-C connectivity, Bluetooth, wired, and 2.4G. Super easy. You can connect up to 3 devices with Bluetooth, or my laptop is trying to connect to it like right away. It's really fast. There's also the dongle. It's magnetic, so it pops right in. 5 rubber feet. You have 2 angles of kick-up feet on each side. It's already pretty inclined. There's a slight ridge right here. Ooh, let's see if it's magnetic. And it is. Quite convenient. The wrist rest is raised a little bit over the aluminum plate. I like that a lot. On the top right, you've got your dial. I think it does 4 things, and you switch through the modes using this selector key here. Right now, from the indicator here, we are on volume. Second mode does media controls. Third mode is brightness of the keyboard itself. And the 4th mode is your customizable mode. So right now, by default, it's actually set to scroll up and scroll down. It's much more control than a page up, page down. It's just up to you, but I could see myself using this scroll wheel pretty regularly. Although I guess it's the equivalent of having a mouse and just scrolling that way, but it's just easier. So very cool modes. We have this amazing feature for all you people out there called stealth mode. Initially I was like, what the heck is stealth mode? But it actually does this. You press Fn and F12 and it hides everything on your monitor, you know, in case you were looking at too many expensive keyboard pictures and your significant other slash parent slash friend or whatever comes in the room and they're like, hey, what you looking at? And you're like, nothing, nothing at all. I wasn't looking for a way to spend money or anything. No. So that's cool. You got macro recordings as well. So you press Fn and left Alt and you can record your macro, press it again, press a key you want to put it on, and that's on the fly macro recording. Super easy to do. You can also check battery life doing Fn and this minus thing. I think when it's blue, it's like 20% to 79% charged. Green, it's like 80% up, and if it's red, then it's 19% and lower. However, this keyboard has a lot of stuff built in that's just a lot more intuitive than other keyboards that I've seen, where you're like, how the heck do I connect? How the heck do I check battery life? How the heck do I know what I'm connected to and what I'm doing? So this is really comprehensive. And F1 through F5 is for recording, but it's not through OBS or anything. It's for Xbox game bar. You could open up the game bar, you can take a screenshot, you can record the last 30 seconds. If you're like, I made such a cool play, but I forgot to press record, you can do that. So those are really cool. I would never use those because I don't use Xbox game bar, but that option is there. So the 96% layout, you do need to look for specific keycap sizes. You got your small 0 and then your 1U keys here and a smaller shift key. Could go and replace the keycaps, but just know you gotta keep those keys in mind. But now you miss out in the sub-legend. There's a lot of good stuff here. Speaking of keys, let's replace our space bar and look at our switches too. Take out the old space bar. So these stabilizers, they are plate mount. They're a little different than what you're used to. They remind me more of like an optical stabilizer. They are pre-lubed. And then the switches here, ROG NX Snow. They have 5 pins on the bottom, sort of a box-like design, north facing, and the LEDs are built into the PCB. And these are pre-lubed. They are really nice. They have 1.8 millimeter actuation, 40 gram like initial force, and then a 53 gram bottom out. So they're fairly lightweight and they sound really nice. There's no ticking, there's no rattle. So it sounds really good. The reason for this is because ASUS has been taking notes from everybody in keyboard land. They have decided to add foam. How many layers of foam, you ask? 2 layers of foam. You have a layer of silicone as well. Keycaps, you got your ROG font, of course. Very gamer-esque keycap legends. They decided to not do OEM profile and do something a little bit lower. So it's closer to a cherry profile than it is to an OEM profile, which I really appreciate. It's fairly comfortable and you can game and work with it too. I really like it, but before we get to the typing test, I'm gonna rank it on our keyboard ranking table, where it has every keyboard that we've ever reviewed, all the way from the past, all the way to now and to the future. And you get to check it out by using the pinned comment down below. Of course, links for the keyboard will also be down below. The price is a whopping $179.99. It's not cheap by any means, but compared to like most flagship keyboards of these big gaming brands, I thought this keyboard would be more in the $210, $220 range. So upon seeing the price, like I'm sort of okay with that. So for connectivity, you got USB-C 2 and 4 and Bluetooth, universal hot swap sockets. You get ABS or PBT and they are shine through. I would definitely get the PBT keycaps though. RGB, yes, absolutely. Typing test. 141, nice. And for ranking, the ABS one, I'd probably give it like 4.5, just because I know over time that's gonna degrade. But if I got the PBT version, it'd be really good. So 5 stars, anything I give 5 stars. Like I really believe in it. I'm glad it's really good. I'm actually really impressed that they are coming into more custom sizes and doing more custom stuff like switches. So you can check out the table and the keyboard links using the pinned comment and tell me, would you get this keyboard? Would you not? Thanks to ASUS for sponsoring this video. But anyways, goodbye.